Hey everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick at-home workout. Obviously, a little disappointing that we can't, go to Dana Center early this week, but just giving you guys stuff that you can do at home with mostly body weight stuff, tight space at home. You use textbooks, which I'll show you here once we get to the second superset exercises. So make sure that you have your reference sheet that I sent along in this email. How you're gonna do is you're all superset one, just like we do in the weight room. All superset one, you'll cycle through. So you go 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. For example, in this, you will do lateral bounds, 5 each. You'll go to tall plank shoulder taps. You'll do your side plank. You'll do your SLDL reaches, and then you're gonna go back to the top. So not quite going to 2 just yet. You wanna end up getting 4 total sets of 1A and 1B, and then 3 sets of the side plank and the SLDL reaches, okay? So with that being said, we'll start off on the lateral bounds. So 1A, looking at your sheet right now, just make sure that when we do lateral bounds, lateral meaning side to side, that you're jumping off of one foot, but I want you to land on 2. So it's very key. And then just like when we're in the weight room or in the gymnasium, I want you to land nice and soft. That's the most important thing, okay? So if I'm gonna go to the right first, I will be jumping off of my left leg. I'll kick my right leg back and out. And then again, landing soft on 2. At home, you're just gonna alternate. I'll go back to the left. So jumping off of my right, kick back, jump, land nice and soft. You will do that 5 each way, alternating just as I did. On 1B, tall plank shoulder taps. So anytime you see tall plank, it's essentially push-up position. So you set up push-up position, set up your feet no wider than shoulder width apart, and then we're going slow controlled. All right, hold for about 1 full second for each side, and you're alternating here. The key is to keep my weight centered as if I still have 2 hands down on the floor, so not transferring my weight. That would be incorrect. Keep weight center, right? So this is all core exercise to keep that weight centered right there. After that, Copenhagen side plank. This you can use with a chair, you can use with a couch if you're at home. For this demonstration, I'll use my coffee table. I'm just gonna put a little towel on top of it. So we know side planks, instead of our feet down on the floor, we're just gonna use our chair, couch, whatever. If you are doing this in the weight room, it works great on a bench or a plyometric box. So top foot only will come up for support. And this bottom leg, if you can see, is just floating in the air. And then we're gonna do this, if you see on the sheet, so for breaths. You'll do 6 breaths one side, slowly come down, and then you have to turn and do the other side, so the other top leg is supporting. If done properly, obviously that will be a core exercise, but you'll also feel that on the inside of that thigh right there. SLDL reaches, we should be familiar with these in the weight room, right? You'll just come to balance on 1 foot, and then I'm just gonna reach. Foot goes back, and then hands go out. All I'm trying to do is make myself long from back heel to fingertips out. So almost parallel to the floor in that extended position. Challenge yourself to do all 5 reps on one side without placing that off foot down on the floor, okay? 5 each on that. So again, you'll get 4 full rotations of 1A and 1B, and then you'll get 3 rotations of 1C and 1D. So you'll end up finishing, if you go through the cycle, with the tall plank shoulder taps, the 4th set, and then you'll be ready to break and then move into superset 2. Okay, superset 2, same thing, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, you go back to the top. For 2A, goblet oxidative squat. This is where you can start with body weight at home. In fact, I encourage starting at body weight. Just get used to the motion first. Once you do your body weight and you determine that you can go up a little bit in weight, most of you should be able to. Again, if you're at home, backpacks work great to load up. For load, textbooks work very well, okay, to load up. They're obviously heavy, and it's something that everybody should have. So, textbook for oxidative squat, you'll actually want to front load your backpack, all right? So we're carrying that on our front. Set up your squat position, whatever your feet are. It's a 3-second lower. You'll see this in the tempo group on the right side next to oxidative squat. It's a 3-second lower down, and then it's a 3-second up to the top. So same motion, but the key here is that we are always in motion. So it's slow down, slow up, and I'm trying not to have any transitions between up and down. No break. The key is that the muscle is always under tension. In fact, you don't quite lock out the knees at the top until that very final repetition. You can finally lock out those knees on that. Okay, so week 1 at home, that is going to be 8 repetitions there. Again, just like once you load up on second set, you can throw another heavy textbook in there if you need to go a little bit heavier on that. Okay, wall press dead bug. We should have done these in the weight room. Normal dead bug, except we're gonna get up nice and close to a wall. In fact, for me, don't really have a wall here, but you're pushing up against the wall, just create tension, and then it's one leg out at a time. With a full exhale, bring that leg back, you'll get your air back, and then you will switch. Okay, so 5 each on that, alternating each time. 2C, so this one's key, push-ups. If you were good, if we did our assessment push-ups, and you could crank out 20 push-ups, you will be doing a tempo push-up, which is normal push-up position. You'll go down for 3 seconds, hold for 1 at the bottom, and then push up. Knees never come down to the floor. 3 seconds down, 1 second hold, and then push up. If you can only do a couple reps or so, it's completely fine. You'll end up eventually switching to an eccentric only push-up, excuse me, Finn, which is just gonna be the lower down, okay? So normal push-up position, nice control lower down, fighting to the bottom, graceful landing. So everything just kind of lands down gracefully at the same time. I'm just gonna reset my weight back up to the top. So you can call this a push down if you'd like, but we're just focusing on a slow and controlled fight down to the bottom. If you see on that, the goal is a target range, 6 to 8 repetitions. If you can do 8 repetitions with good form, once you pass 6, then go for the 8, all right? In a perfect world, maybe you're doing set 1, 8 reps, set 2, maybe you only get 7 with good form, all right? Just aim for that target, 6 to 8 reps. Same thing, if you have to regress to the eccentric only push-up within the set, that is a perfectly fine world that you're living in, okay? And then the final one, supine, which just means on our back, and we have hamstring locks from there. Okay, so start off long legs, dig your heels down into the floor to lift hips up, and you're going 1, 2 steps up, hips stay up high, and then 4 steps, 2, 3, 4. Back to the starting position, keeping your hips up off the ground. So you come up and then down 6 times in total, okay? So that's really it for the strength exercise to do at home. If we can at the beginning of the week, so Monday, March 8th today, watching this video, it's probably a little bit chilly out today, but forecast looks good for tomorrow. Should have a nice warm up. If we can make it out to the field, I'd like for everyone to get 5 rounds of a 200-yard shuttle. If you can get out to the field, you're going 50 yards and back. That's 100 yards. You'll do that twice. So down, back, and down, back is 1 round, okay? I want you at about a 1 to 3 work rest ratio. So you're taking about 90 to 120 seconds. So 1.5 to 2 minutes rest in between, okay? If anybody has any questions with anything, please let me know. Thank you.